up? It's Timey Lives. Not really, but spitting some hot mermaid fire. Yeah. Wild ones unite. Welcome to the pool. Yeah, the name is Timey Lives. I got my wild ones united with the spoonies, keeping real. I don't let the fibro or the cancer ever keep me down. If you're going through the same thing, I'm here to help you out. I just want to let you know that you are not alone. If you ever need a friend, I will make you feel at home. Got a vision that I see, and it's really what we need. I'm spreading positivity inside of the community. Yeah, tension our creators, we got something good to build. If you want to spread the word, you just gotta have a will. Get involved, get in touch, baby, spread the word. Gonna need all of the help so we can make this place a better world. Wild ones unite, yeah, baby, hear the roar. Listen to the good vibrations coming knocking at your door. Timey Lives is timeless, it's a mermaid thing. Have a great day and make it MerMazing.
Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pool. But you can't see me yet, can you? No? Well, that's okay. I'll figure it out. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough up ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the pool. Give me just 2 seconds, but I am Timey, your hostess. And today we are going to be talking with Construction Kronies. In a moment, I'm going to ask you, can you hear me okay? But I can't see you at the moment because I'm in the middle of trying to add back in, once again, the scene that you will see Construction Kronies, better known as Chris Conco Vlogs. Here, 1 second. I'm just trying to, I had it here. I had it all set up. And then, of course, I had to reboot my computer. So what else would happen? You know what I mean? All right, let's find the right one. That would work. That's it. Got it. Now I got to make sure it fits in the right box. It's got to fit in the box. If it doesn't fit in the box, we're in trouble. Okay. Where is my... Oh, I can't see. Yeah, I can. It's right there. Oops. I'm so sorry, guys. I haven't even looked at my chat yet. It's a sin. It's a travesty, and I'm aware of this. I am being travestized. I don't know. That's not the right word, but we're going to make words up today, I think. And I think it's okay. I think we'll be all right with it, right? We'll be okay with it. Please tell me we'll be okay with it. All right, put that in there. There we go. Now it's set up properly. You see, you can't see him yet because I haven't sent him the link yet. But I'm going to hide it for just a moment while I get over there and talk with you guys. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pool. I am so excited for today. I really am, because this is the moment. This is the moment where things are going to change. There's going to be some different things happening around here. I popped out my chat and now I can't find it. I found it. Yay. Hi, guys. Whoa, that was very hard work. I got to tell you, getting to you guys was not easy. I had to pass a dragon and everything. Thank you. I love the Timey wrap. Love it. Bud did that for me, and he gave me the feels, and he gave me inspiration. And of course, I don't rap, but instead of rapping, what I did was I sang a song. But looking back on it now, I put it as a premiere, and it's actually my intro right now. I don't really care for the way I did it. I have to redo it. I need to make it smoother. I need to make it sound like I know all the words, because I know them all now. And I need to put it all together in one take. And maybe some friends might throw some music in the background for me, because that would be super cool too. But we'll have to talk about that. So it's now time for roll call, everybody. You know what's missing from this scene? I just realized that. Hang on one moment before I do roll call. 1 minute, please. I need to add one thing to this scene that is missing, and it shouldn't be. I've added it before, but it was not on this particular scene. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, this particular scene I created this morning up until 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Up until 20 minutes ago, I had literally been working on building up all of the scenes for this stream. And I lost what I just did. I can't find it. There it is. Oops. We'll put it up in this corner over here. There we go. I don't even know if my alerts work. I don't even know where they're at right now. Oh, they're in the wrong spot. Let's move them. Okay. I felt like an ant was on me. Sorry. It's in the right spot now. I got the alerts in the right spot. Everything's in its right spot now. I forgot a viewer count. That viewer count comes in so handy. I don't have to keep looking back and forth. So it's now there. Yes. Okay. So I worked really hard. I was trying to make it so that these emotes here, because these are the emotes that I use on Twitch. Those are the emotes for my Twitch channel. But I tried to make it so during the stream starting scene, they would be falling from the sky like snow. But I don't have that much knowledge yet. I'm still learning. So I got to work on that. All right. It is now time for me to do the proper roll call. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to the pool. If you have not yet said hello in the chat, which I have not read yet, so I apologize. If you guys have not said hello in the chat yet, please do, because it is roll call time. And it's time to welcome everybody to the pool appropriately before we bring on our MerMazing guest today, Construction Kronies. And we are going to be exploring the subjects of how do you rise above personally? How does he rise above when there are limitations, whether they be physical or mental limitations, like our own limitations? How do we rise above that to continue to pursue our dreams? That's I'm so excited because today we're expanding into this. This is going to be one of the subjects in MerMazing Chats. The music will still be here sometimes, but this is my pet. This is my dream. This is my mission. And I am so happy to start it off with you, Chris. Thank you. All right. So, welcome to the pool, Justin Mello. Welcome to the pool, Construction Kronies. Welcome to the pool, Patty Broussard, the array artiste. Premier array artiste. Welcome to the pool, 3D plastic fantasy. And welcome to the pool, to the second dimension. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. All right, let's do this. I'm going to start at the top and read down. We got some hellos. Hello, everybody. And then we moved on to, thank you so much. I love that song. I do. I love that song so much. Bud touched my heart, and it rocks. It really does. I'm so glad you guys can hear me good. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. Had to reboot. Already. Everything was set up and had to I know better. I try to leave time for that, but when I start doing an art project or something, I dive into it, deep dive. I get lost in there, and, somebody has to tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, you know what time it is, right? We got things to do. So I was deep into trying to make these emotes like sprinkle down the stream, down the screen, you know, during our the starting now and later. Obviously, it didn't happen. I still need to learn a little more, but I was trying. It was an idea that popped up in my head like an hour and a half ago. I really shouldn't start new things when I'm about to go live. Chris is awesome. He is MerMazing, and I cannot wait to talk to him in just a few moments. Let's see. Oh, you went to see his video? That's very cool. Very, very cool. I'm glad. I'm so glad to see you, Erica. I miss you. There is some stuff to figure out, but don't ever be afraid of trying it. And if you ever need help at all, I will gladly help you, sweetie. It's when you get into the customization of it, that's what happened. I started customizing it more. And the more you customize it as much or as little as you like, there are themes that make it really easy to do. I just made it more complex for myself because I tend to do that. Gemma! Oh my God, Gemma's here. Sorry. Gemma's here. Welcome to the pool, honey. Welcome to the pool, Gemma's Journey Grace. I know there are others that arrived too. I can't wait to see. I'm scrolling down. The level system in chat is all about bragging rights. So the more you talk, the more you level up. And the higher the level you get in the stream, the more bragging rights you have. Decemberfied. Mwah. Welcome to the pool, sweetie. Welcome to the pool. Decemberfied. Welcome to the pool, West Haven, always and forever. All right. I think I made it to the bottom of the chat. It's a miracle, isn't it, guys? All right. Let's do this. I love you too, Gemma, so much. So very, very much. I can't even. The words are not there. If you guys do not mind, please tickle the like button if you're enjoying, because you never know, it just may giggle at you. Things like that have been known to happen around a mermaid once in a while. I swear they do. Thank you for the like, guys. I appreciate it. All right, let me find the proper screen so I can get Chris here, so we can start chatting, so it's not just me babbling on. I swear I'll find it. I know I will. I already copied over. I'm on the wrong thing. Hang on. I got it. No, I don't got it. I'm on the wrong scene still. I'm almost there. I found it. Because I had to reboot, I lost where I was. Sorry about that. All right. I'd love to add you to my contacts, but that won't work. Okay, here we go. Paste. All right. That will bring you to us. It is a magic portal, Chris. I know you're excited to come on. It is a magic portal, and I think that you're going to like what's on the other side. I really do. I think you're going to like it a lot. I am from the U.S., if you're asking me. Absolutely. I am currently in Florida, where it keeps me nice and warm and lessens the pain of my fibromyalgia. Along with several other treatment things. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. Something's not set up right because it's not showing a camera, and I can't possibly see him if there's no camera. Can I? There we go. Now there's a camera. And let's move that over so you can actually see me. Stop that. You're moving something that you're not looking at. That doesn't make sense. Hey, Chris. I finally got the second camera on, and I don't know where I'm pointing the current one, so let me take a peek. Yeah, it's a weird spot. It's not really where it should be. It's not pointing, downward too much, so that's good. I've done that before a time or two, haven't I, ladies and gentlemen? I would like you to give a very warm welcome to Construction Kronies, or better known as... Hang on, I almost got there. Better known as Chris Conco Vlogs. Ta-da! Yay, he's here. I tried to make our pictures like lean on each other's backs in the thumbnail. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was trying. I think I did pretty good. I'm like, I like I said, I get into them, and you know how long it took for me to cut out the picture of myself last night. That was interesting, right?
Yeah. Depending on what background you're on, right?
Oh yeah. I'm always by the pool, but it was just a matter of I don't do selfies very much. I don't like pictures of myself. I've gotten better at liking pictures of myself, but I have a hard time like posing for the camera. So if what I do is I take clips out of, oh, can everybody hear you? I just closed you. Oh my God. I just closed him. I am so sorry, Chris. Hang on one second. My hand spazzed. Uh-oh. Well, I'm back. Am I still in the same one? That's the question, isn't it? I don't know if I'm still in the same one. I think I opened a new one. Oh, God, Chris, I am so sorry. Here you go. That's the second time I've done that recently. My hands have been so much fun lately, ladies and gentlemen. I know. I feel so bad. Chris, come back. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Chris, please forgive me. Now everybody's seeing two of me. It shouldn't be. It's wrong. It's just wrong to see two of me. I'm so sorry. Come back. Hey, Faith. Welcome to the pool. I'm so sorry, Chris.
No worries. There you go.
We gotta love my hands, don't we? Poof.
I have the biggest. My issues are hands, but I just randomly drop things and always, budging the keys and.
I was attempting to get over to the scene so people could actually hear you, because I realized I didn't have the volume that needs to be on for them to hear you, and in doing so, I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
How is the audio? Is it coming through clearly?
Let me know, guys. Does he sound better? Can you hear him now? Because I know you couldn't before. Poor Chris. I feel so bad.
No worries.
I did that to Dezombified also. You are in a very elite club. Very elite club. They got a kick out of it at least, which is good, you know?
Good.
Laughter is the world's medicine, isn't it?
I believe so.
I sure hope so, because I'm trying hard enough, right?
Yeah.
I think if we can't laugh at ourselves and what we do, then the world's in trouble, you know?
Yeah, everyone's a little. I think they take themselves too seriously and everything too seriously.
I agree. Oh, look at that. Everybody can hear you better now that I turned on the volume for you. I actually got it. Yay!
Great.
Faith arrived during our little blip there. So welcome, Faith, to the pool. And we are here today because I decided that it was time. It was time for me to expand the scope of what my MerMazing Chats are about. And instead of it just being about musicians, people who are musicians, whose their YouTube channels are not about it, like a glimpse behind the scenes sort of thing, I decided it's a pretty good idea, considering that one of my missions, what's become my mission, is to talk about chronic illness and how it affects lives, and even disabilities that are not chronic illnessy, you know what I mean? How people rise above the limitations or disabilities they might have, and to continue to pursue their dreams, even if they don't get there quite yet. They keep trying, and how they go about that and why they go about that. And I am so honored that you said yes when I asked you, because I'd love to hear your story, and I think everybody else would too, if you would not mind telling it.
Sure, actually, honored to be here. Thank you for having me, Timey.
My
and
absolute
hello, everybody
pleasure.
in the chat. Shout out to the chat. Love is love.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's chronic illness, and whether it's physical pain or mental illness, or just troubles you might have. They're hard to overcome, right? And everybody has some sort of issue or problem. I'd say, nobody's perfect, and that's the thing, right? You can't I know we really do put a lot of pressure on ourselves chasing perfection, right? And it's something you'll never attain. And
Very
the
true.
important thing is to keep trying, right? I guess, but take it small steps, right? But no, my issues like with chronic pain. They started like I played a lot of sports, and I was a rough kid, and
Okay.
I've been working in construction since I was 15 as well. So I'm 40 now, so that's a few years in the field, right?
Just a couple.
And yeah. So I was always pushing myself, and I unfortunately it would have been 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago now.
Wow.
It was to the point where um, it was really really bad, and I started taking painkillers. Right.
Right.
Up until that point,
Now I'm assuming they were
I was
prescribed, right? Correct?
at first no,
Oh, they
weren't.
weren't. Okay.
No. At first, what happened was I was with the guy at work who was like, "Here, try that."
Gotcha.
Right.
I've been
And
there.
I was like,
I have
"Yeah,
actually.
right."
I've
So
been there.
yeah, and that was the beginning of like just terrible downward spiral, right?
Oh, okay.
So I just the issue with opiates is they mask your pain, and you can continue to work and do the things that you did, you know, and you don't realize how much extra damage you're doing to yourself, right?
Mm.
And yeah, it got so bad that I literally just couldn't use my hands at all anymore. I couldn't brush my teeth by myself. I couldn't do anything with them at all. Like I couldn't hold a
Wow.
toothbrush, right? And it was pretty bad. I went to lots of doctors, and they were thinking carpal tunnel or tendonitis and all this stuff, but nothing was really diagnosed.
Okay.
And they just told me that I had to switch career, right?
Oh,
And
that's helpful.
yeah, and at this
Just
time,
change your
my
job.
wife,
That's all.
yeah, yeah, right. At the time, my wife was, we were expecting my first daughter, right? So it was my second child, right? But our first together,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, you're in that work mode, right? And it just snowballed, right? So I just started taking more painkillers and working longer hours, and it just came to the point that I totally crippled myself, like you know.
Mm.
I had to take some time off, and um, you know that was not good because you're not earning money, and
Right.
employment insurance, whatever, will pay you, but usually you're back to work by the time you even get any. So
Right.
it's pretty useless. So, but yeah, it, it's just when you're in pain, and the first thing you got to understand is nobody else is going to understand because they don't feel what you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And um, there's a lot of people who complain and take advantage, and so everyone's guard goes up right away when you start complaining about anything,
Very
right?
true. The first thing the doctors are thinking is you're drug seeking, not that you're help seeking.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Um, I was lucky. I mean, I had a really good doctor who refused to give me prescriptions
Okay.
and was always trying to get me to do something else, right?
Okay.
And so that doctor was amazing, right? So he himself, he's from where is he from? Cambodia, I
Okay.
think. So they don't believe in pain
Western.
medication,
Yeah.
right? So it that was very fortunate because where I was getting all the opiates from was from somebody whose doctor gave him way too many,
Oh
right?
God.
So
And that's where the problems arise too. That's when the
that's
problems
right.
arise with the laws and all of these things coming in because. But I continue, please. Sorry,
Yeah, no, that's right.
you know,
Though
I'm just because if I start going that direction, it goes much further than there. So I figure we'll go there later.
no, that's right. That's right. So yeah, and now that you now you're injured and you're an addict and you're alone, right? Because you know um, yeah, you've been either lying to everybody and they don't understand what you're going through, or you've hurt them along the way, right? So, um,
Yes.
it's about, just waking up. You need something, like something. I believe something has to kind of happen, or where you have this epiphany where it's like time to change, right? A lot of people, I guess, they don't see the sign, right, or they ignore it. But for me, it was my daughter, right? When she was born, it
That
was
changes a
time,
lot of people's lives
Oh yeah, absolutely.
in a
Like
very positive way. But you tend to look at yourself when you have children, and it's totally, you're no longer who you were before you had children.
That's right. Yep.
There's
Yeah.
before and after for sure. Hello, Lady Abraxas. Welcome to the pool, honey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like if you do get hit rock bottom, it's that too is a big trigger for people to just realize, like, yeah, okay, it's time for change, right? I guess I never really truly hit that true rock bottom, right? Um, I mean, for myself, I guess it was right, but it doesn't matter. Right? The only way to go is up, and you got to realize that it's going to be a lot of work to change, and you're going to have to grow, and you have to you know like it's okay to seek professional help, right? Too,
Yeah.
for any issue. Like I regularly see my physician, right? My GP. I regularly see my psychiatrist. I have another clinic that I go for cannabis,
Okay.
and so I'm working with people, professionals all the time, trying to working on myself, right?
Right.
I've read a lot of books and practice, right? But yeah, like I just hate to think that somebody, people, like, just feeling so alone and being afraid to reach out for help it's it's too bad that we feel that way. I mean, I know that society is, from the past. I don't believe it's like this anymore, but old school ways, like, they didn't acknowledge a mental illness, for example.
Right.
Like my old European family, like they never acknowledged that sort of thing, right? Like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
diagnosed with depression when I was 15,
Wow. Okay.
and I had to go through like those channels on my own behind my parents' back, right?
See, my family, you look back at the history, and there was depression and suicide multiple times through the years, but people said, like, okay, he fell. One of my, like, great grandfathers or uncles or somebody fell down an elevator shaft. People don't fall down elevator shafts, but nobody acknowledged that he was actually committing suicide. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just something that they didn't talk about at all. So I understand exactly what you're saying. And there are private doctors. It's not through clinics. A clinic it depends on your finances a lot of times.
Sure.
And there are some really good clinics also. So it's not always a financial thing, but the doctors are generally private doctors. It's really rare that you find, or it used to be rare that you find, like a corporate facility. My pain management doctors are corporate, and I can't stand it. It's just, I've discovered things about them that it's just, and I'm not supposed to tell anybody certain things that I've discovered. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, are you kidding? Aw, Tina said her nan died of a broken heart. I'm so sorry, sweetie. That's the worst way to die,
Yeah, and I believe that too. I mean, we just had a friend pass not too long ago, and we believe it was for that same reason. For that exact reason, sorry. But yeah, that's mental health is huge, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Patty's saying, same in her family. Her dad and uncle were manic depressive. Uncle committed suicide. He was a pharmacist and had all he needed in the pharmacy. Yeah.
Oh man, wow.
Hi, Mom. Welcome to the pool. I'm talking about my father's side of the family.
Wow.
Not ours, not your side of the family, the other side. I have
Just
two
to
sides.
clarify.
I know it's hard to believe because the
Yeah.
other side is not around much, but yeah. I found there was a lot talked about because my little sister, my half sister, had committed suicide, and I didn't hear about it till it was like 10 years later, and because I'm not in touch with my father. And
Yep.
it broke my heart. Obviously, I'd been looking for her for years on social media, trying to get a hold of her, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't find her. And now I know, you know. Oh, and by the way, just side note, I just realized after you started talking, what's on your television behind you there?
That's
Thank
you.
you so much. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my God, he's playing my playlist behind him.
That's right. Yep.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not because I know it's smaller there, but I just realized that when he started talking, I'm like, oh my God, he's got me on his TV behind him.
Yeah, I can see it on the YouTube page. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you. Enjoy
Awesome,
your
you're
shower, Abraxas. And, yeah. So I figured that was a good moment to put that in there.
Right on.
So yeah, so from there, I think it too,
Yep.
the nice thing about this is everybody sort of has a different story, obviously.
Yep.
Because
Of course, yeah.
when it comes to pain management and how you deal with it and how you got it, where it came from, each individual person handles things differently, And I know that when I finally moved here, I was physically addicted to pain medication, but I wasn't mentally addicted to it. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yes.
I was
Yep.
open to the alternatives that were available because when I got here, the laws violate the Hippocratic Oath here. They do.
Yeah, sure they do.
The
They do
Hippocratic
everywhere.
Oath. No, not everywhere, because in Jersey I didn't have this problem. I'd never heard
Oh,
of
I
this
see.
happening. The law in Florida states explicitly that if you have a certain disease, the doctor can then prescribe this medication and in this
Okay.
dosage. They cannot go over this dosage. I was literally told when we moved here that it would have been a good thing if I still had breast cancer because they could have prescribed me whatever. Like, it could have kept me on my current prescription. Have an amazing day, Tina. Thank you for coming. And why is life so complicated? Just because it is, I think. I think sometimes...
Well, we make it complicated.
I think it's
We're the ones-
complicated, though, because there's so many different factors that come into play,
Complicated now, but Adam and Eve, was it so complicated?
I'm guessing
Right,
not.
Right? Like,
I'm
it's
guessing
just,
not. They didn't have much to do except for, stare at that apple all day, though,
Right? Yeah, shouldn't I? But yeah, I think I know what you're saying because like I went the Suboxone route to get off of my opiates.
Okay.
And there's methadone and things like that. But like with the Suboxone, it's a newer treatment and it's a lot more effective, I believe, and safe and it's kind of easier to stabilize somebody on, right?
It definitely is. And it also has a secondary use.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you know that LDN is a part of that, of Suboxone? Or it's not, I don't think it's Suboxone itself, even though that's the brand name in general. They have a different, it's buprenorphine, naloxone is like the what do you call
That's
it?
right. Buprenorphine or...
Well, I think it's a different formulation, but it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you formulated it slightly differently, the results are slightly different, but it can also, I think it's the generic. There's the word that I'm looking for. It's like the generic of Suboxone, but LDN is a part of that. And LDN is low dose naltrexone. And low dose naltrexone, what it does is it blocks your endorphin receptors for a short period of time. And what that does is your body's reaction to that is to create more endorphin receptors. And it's actually used as a treatment for fibromyalgia. And it has been shown to reduce pain in fibro patients by 30% across the board, every single patient, no matter what level their pain is at.
That's very interesting. Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
didn't
on.
know it was used as a painkiller. I just didn't know like
That's
how.
why. It's
That's
because
why.
it's using
Wow.
your own body becomes your painkiller, and it's more effective than any other painkiller. The issue is this, like you said before, you didn't know how much damage you were doing. This
Yes. Yeah.
works so well. I didn't know how much damage I was doing. Back in November, I could not walk for a month and a half because of how much damage I did by pushing
Yeah.
myself, just doing what I do and not realizing I wasn't getting those warning signs that I got before, that I was overdoing it. And in the past, I lost the ability to speak, and this time I couldn't walk, So it's got, but it's not, it's all natural. It doesn't harm you any. You're not addicted to it. As a matter of fact, usually they can lower the dosage for patients down to a very low dosage and still get the same effect because you still have those endorphins that you built up.
Ah,
Hey, Jay Miller and DNA Panda, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pool. So yeah, that's what for me, what they did was they had me do like a rapid detox where I had no pain medications whatsoever for 5 days. And the
Yeah.
last 2 days of that was complete withdrawals. There was nothing in my system. And then they gave me the buprenorphine naloxone with the LDN, which is Suboxone. And from that moment on, that took away all withdrawals. That was gone. And I
Yep.
could continue building up my, my endorphin receptors to where I am now, and it did not take long for me to be in a point where I was feeling the relief from the fibro that I needed,
Yep.
So it's definitely, it works very, very well. That's what I
Yeah.
want
That's
people to know because,
It's amazing. Yeah, like
Yeah.
right now in Canada, there's 10 people dying a day from opiate overdoses, right? Like that's huge.
that is huge.
And Suboxone is an answer. Like, it's really easy to use. And you're
But
right.
people
Like
have to want to in that case,
you gotta
too.
want to. Oh yeah, there's two parts to this, right?
Right,
Like you
because
can't
there's
just
the
take
pain
a pill
relief
and
side of it, who are
yeah,
people who are actively using it the way they're supposed to, the way they're prescribed, and it's doing what it's supposed to do, and you're not getting high. I never got high off of it. I
no,
never
never, no.
took the levels that would allow me to get. It wasn't like that. It wasn't about
Yeah,
that. So you have people like us, and then you have people that are addicts that are looking for it for the high, and it's
yeah,
harder to the harder part. Okay, for them it's an addiction, mental and physical, so getting them to, they had to make the decision. For people like us, it's a matter of, okay, well, how much pain do I have to live with afterwards? And that's the fear that people have, and that's why it's really
sure.
hard to get people to even look at the LDN as a solution, because they're too scared, to change what the pain level they're at now. They're afraid to go through the withdrawals and be in that much pain, and then to, what if it doesn't work? That's always the question. But the studies have shown every single patient. And Patty has a question. What
Yeah.
type of pain were you having due to the years of construction, and how are you now with pain, and what do you do? Thank you,
Okay.
Patty, for
Yeah,
bringing
you
us
bet.
back there. I appreciate that. I didn't know
Well,
how to get back there before. I was like, how do I get back there? I'm lost.
yeah, it's amazing actually. Like I was taking a lot of oxycodone, right? In different forms of like morphine. But the pain I was having was it was nerve pain, right? Nerve and
Mm.
muscle pain, and like my hands are still really like kind of gimpy, like they'll just like I can't open them sometimes or close them sometimes,
Do
or
you throw
they'll get
things?
stuck in a certain position, right? It's kind of weird, but so like, for for how I treat it now is with CBD, and the amazing part about that is like I use THC and CBD because I use the THC also for anxiety and depression, and that's all together like okay. So I was taking 10 plus oxy 80s a day, let's say. Now I take 1 gram or less of CBD. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's amazing, right? Um, so
And
you know,
side effects of CBD are?
side effects. I don't know.
There
I
are
would. I
none.
don't experience any
There are
myself.
none.
So
That's
yeah,
my point.
yeah. People who say like they get high off it is they're. I don't believe them. Like some people say that you're like, oh, I'm afraid to take it because it's gonna get me high, right? Well, I it doesn't. Like I don't.
My
You
mom
know, it
was
might.
asking, what is CBD?
Yeah, CBD is it's a cannabis product. Comes from the marijuana plant. There's two main ingredients in cannabis, and one is THC, right, which is the property that gets you high, right?
Hmm.
And then the CBD is the uh, other
Component.
like component, right? Sorry. um, and it's great. Like I mix the two, right? Like THC and CBD, and yeah, like I've also been able to, like, my psychiatrist is weaning me off of my like antipsychotics too,
Hmm.
because I'm stable, and and the THC is working great, right? So in the end of the day, I'm taking like half the amount of antidepressants I was taking, and none of the painkillers,
Right.
right?
All
Except for
with
the
all with
CBD.
a natural product.
Yeah, and
All
all
the
with a
natural product.
natural product.
Really,
Yeah.
Mom? You never heard of that?
It's
Sorry.
lovely because it doesn't mask the pain. Like, you don't overextend yourself. Like, and you don't, like, you stop yourself before you can, like, oh, that hurts or whatever. I just tried a different way or something. You know what I mean? Not when you're like on the opiates. It's like just go, 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 and you don't notice the pain, right? It's different. I don't know what it is. I just call it a miracle drug. It just works really well. um, but
And
yeah,
I know it
yeah.
comes in oil form, but it also comes in vapor form, or
Yeah, you
what
can vape
you
it,
can do
smoke
either
it,
way. 'Cause I had both in
oil,
the past.
eat it. Yeah, like bake it into stuff, and yeah, there's even like high. There's even CBD loose leaf as well, right? So, which I don't find works as well as the drops. Like the drops are the best way to
The
go.
drops are the best. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Either way, for THC or CBD, the drops are the best way because you're not smoking anything, right? Smoke is not good for you, right? Which
I know.
I
As I
smoked
sit here
for
smoking,
I smoked for over 20 years, right? And I quit for a long time, but I
I
like
did
it.
too.
Even
And then
that's
I
another
started
addiction.
again.
That's fine. Yeah, right. I've been having smokes here and there too lately, right? Just when you're addicted, like, you're always going to be addicted. It's an everyday battle, right? And you got to just take it one day at a time, right? Don't think too far ahead, and don't don't live in the past. Like, you gotta accept the past, right? Like, because the best way to move forward is to become honest and have integrity, and to have those two things, it comes at a price, and that's answering to your past, right? And being able to speak the truth to people when they ask you those questions, right? The hard questions.
That's true.
um, there's a lot of things
3D
like,
had a quick question. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Is
no,
there any physical therapy as a treatment to reduce the pain, or only medicine? That would depend on the person and
yeah,
what caused their pain. I mean, there are people in pain, obviously, that the pain is temporary and it's caused by a condition that can be fixed. Then there are people that live with chronic pain. I can't see because it's hidden. Oh, there
it's
you go. Oh, there you go. Then there are people that live with chronic pain, and it all depends on. When I first got sick, they sent me to a physical therapist who also was a massage therapist and a chiropractor, licensed in all of them. And everything he did put me in more pain. And it wasn't until we figured out that mine's caused by nerve damage. It's not by something physical. It's something
nerve, yeah.
like muscular. And nerve damage cannot be reversed. It can only get worse or stay the same. So everything he was actually doing, he's like, I can't help you. You need to go away because I can't even touch you. I will do nothing but make you worse. And I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to tell you that. So it really comes down to who the person is and what their condition is.
That's right. Yeah.
But I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
I
nerve
didn't mean
pain is the worst. Actually, you're right. Like it's like even when I use my, like I gotta like it hurts very quickly and I gotta stop. Right. I just try to do a little bit more every time. But that's just building the muscle around in my wrist themselves. But
Right. It's not fixing the
um,
nerve itself.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. So yeah, just yeah. I mean,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's
I
you
took you
just
off track.
gotta. No, no, no. It's okay. Um,
You were saying
yeah.
putting the past behind you.
Oh, right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Putting the past behind you, and not, I mean, if there's a lot of people, like almost every one of us, if somebody was to look at us under a microscope, they might not like us so much, right? But no, that's their choice. That's their choice, right? You can't make that choice for them, right? And you got to be able to live with yourself. So that's what helps you now, right? Is making better decisions, right? Am I gonna be able to live with myself, if I do this, you know? And yeah, like you need to have a support network, of some sort. I don't think anybody can do it on their own. You really need to have, like, even if you have nobody, like there's always like a higher power of some sort, or I don't know if you believe in that sort of stuff or not, but for me it's just like my family,
Yeah.
and kids. I just want to be the best person, so that I can be a role model to them. And they don't know my past, they know me now, right?
Right.
Going forward,
Yeah.
right? Like my son who's older, I talk to him about things, right? Because I want him to learn. So it's good to talk about it. You don't have to, right? But it is good to talk about it when you talk about it with other people. And
Have
um,
somebody at least to talk to about it.
yeah,
Even if it's just
yeah,
one person that you trust that you can connect with.
yep, that's right. Yeah, yep. It's important to have that. Yep. Yeah, and like if it's, say, like there's all kinds of groups, like
Oh,
there's
well, yeah.
AA, there's NA, there's all kinds of pain management groups, and all kinds of stuff, right? So if you really want to get better, it's just a matter of wanting to, and just
Doing it.
doing it. Yeah, like there's no excuse. There isn't, like uh, it's just a matter of choice.
My mom was asking if it was for carpal tunnel, and I don't think that's what your issue is, right? Carpal tunnel?
Yeah, I was tested for carpal tunnel, and it wasn't carpal tunnel. It wasn't tendonitis. Just the scans
Did
and
they do a nerve
X-rays.
conduction test on you?
Yeah,
They
yeah, I
did.
think so. Yeah, I had
How'd
a
that one
physio,
come
like
out?
a I don't even
That
I
one's
don't
really
remember.
painful, just so you know, if that's what you
Yeah, I
had
think,
done.
is that the one where they hooked my hand up to
To
something? I think.
needles. To like, they put
Yeah,
needles
something
and they
maybe.
measure the electrode. They stimulate the nerves to figure out how fast the signal goes to where it goes, and that lets them know if it's
Right.
damaged. Hey, Jason Reynolds, welcome to the
Hey.
pool.
Yeah, I don't. I
I
think
don't know,
what I'm
Mom.
thinking of is it was actually a form of treatment. They were shooting electricity into my
Oh, it
hands.
was a treatment.
Make-
Okay.
Yeah,
No, this
I
is
don't
a
think it.
test that tells you where your nerves are damaged and how badly they're damaged. And it's not a pleasant test, but I was happy to have it because it gave me the answers I needed, And Patty
Interesting
was
though.
saying she remembers when you were talking in one of your vlogs when walking through the new house before the move in, and you mentioned how much Courtney helped you come back to life. The people
Hmm.
around us when in an addiction are super strong.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. My wife, like, when, like, we've been together
Thank
for
you so much,
12
Jason.
years now, and married for 5,
Okay.
and like right away, she said she wasn't going to marry me unless I quit drinking, right? And it had to be for at least a year,
Gotcha.
right? So
So on
I
top of the
it was my
medication
decision, right?
issues, on top of you being in
Well,
pain and taking pain medication, you also were drinking at the, is that an issue of
yeah.
yours, or was it just that she wanted to make sure you were,
It
I guess?
well, Okay, so how it ended up
I don't know how
working
to
out
phrase it.
is
If
my,
you
my
don't, if you,
timelines might
if
be a
there's
little off,
anything, by
but
the way, if there's anything that gets too personal, please feel free.
no,
You know, I
no,
just
that's no
want you to
problem.
know. I don't want you to think you have to answer every question just because I ask
No,
it.
no. Alcoholism is always an issue, like in my family and for myself. Like,
Okay.
it like I had like when I do it, I just always overdid it, right?
Gotcha.
Like I'm not like that anymore. I can have a couple beers and
And
that's
be
it.
okay.
No issues. But like being young, I just like I was really immature,
Gotcha.
and um, yeah, like I didn't know. Like I don't think I really appreciated or understood love that well, and
I don't know how many of us do.
yeah, right, yeah. So like what ended up happening is I quit drinking and started painkillers. So that's
Ah, okay.
that's what happened. So, um, yeah, so it was always something to,
Gotcha.
it was always had to do with pain or depression or
Yeah.
something, right? It was
You were
medicating, self-medicating.
self-medicating yourself.
Right, right.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, so from then till now, like the psychiatrist got me on like stable doses of antidepressants, and I was on antipsychotics for a couple of years, and
Yeah.
I'm almost off. I have one more cut, and then I'm off of those, and like one more decrease in dosage,
Right.
and then I'm off of those, and yeah, like it's just yeah, like now I have 4 children altogether.
Wow.
All right.
4.
Yeah, so I have
Wow.
a lot of reasons to,
Many.
you
I
know
have
what I mean?
many.
Right? Yeah.
It
So
is normal to give up one addiction for another. That's true.
sure,
How
yeah.
old are your children?
So my son Ben is now 12, and Amelia is 5.
Okay.
Adeline is 3,
Wow.
and Warner is 3 months.
Irish triplets instead of
Yeah, right.
twins. my I have my 2 younger ones are only 16 months apart. And so they were Irish twins, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah, like waited. We didn't want to find out the sex of the babies, right? So,
Okay.
but this last one, we were like, we don't want to know the sex. We just want to make sure there's only one,
Right, there you go.
right? Because yeah,
I
yeah,
I
exactly, yeah. Uh, like man, I was really immature as a kid, and
yeah,
like I wasn't who I thought I was, you know. Um,
gotcha.
and I wasn't who I wanted to be, right?
Yeah.
Throughout this
Stop.
whole experience, I was able to find myself, right?
Right.
And then the true self come out, right? And
And I'm
I've
assuming
had
you
a
like
it's
yourself a lot better now, don't you?
oh absolutely, yeah, of
Like
course, right?
true love yourself, not I'm the best. The bravado you
That's
put
right.
on, when you're younger. When you're
That's
younger, you
right.
have that bravado, and you walk around and you say these things because you want them to be true, but you don't
That's right.
feel that way inside. When you get older, you learn to love who you are, faults and all.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Um, I just yeah. So guys, it's girls. It's just a lot of work, and
It is.
you gotta, and that's okay. That you're not gonna have to do it alone. Um, but you'll suffer alone, right? But if you seek help and want to get better, you'll have people there to help you, right?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh, that
Um,
makes a lot of sense. You have to, you have to, you have to look for I personally, I had the physical addiction, but I was never mentally addicted. And when I didn't drink at all when I was younger, but then I left my ex-husband and went through 2 divorces, and at that point I was like, it's time for me to let loose a little bit. My kids are a little older. My kids have been my life, my whole, the moment my oldest son was born, that's it. That was my life. He was my life. And then they were my life, and then they got a little older, and I realized I actually saw something on, I think it was Oprah, like years ago, and I didn't fully get it till a little bit later. You have a picture. Imagine yourself have an amazing day, Mom. Imagine yourself as, a picture, and everything you give to your family and to your friends and to your loved ones and to your job. And as you do it, you're emptying out your pitcher. If you don't do something to refill it, how are you going to be there? Be at your best. Be your best self for your children. Be your best self for your family. If you are only giving away and you're never doing anything at all for yourself, you'll start to resent those that you love the most. And it took, 2 divorces for me to finally go, it's time for me to start doing something for me, and that's when I started going out with my one friend, and she pushed me up on stage. Literally, I'm not even kidding. She got me drunk is what she did. She basically kidnapped me. She took me from under false circumstances, like she told me, we went out for a couple drinks, and she's like, well, oh, so-and-so just called and their ex-boyfriend just showed up at the bar. Do you mind if we go over there? And I'm like, no, that's fine. And we go over, and all of a sudden there's shots in front of me. And I'm like, well, I'm not driving. Okay, whatever, And she kept ordering them. And I'm like, girl, slow down a little bit. She's like, no, have another shot. It's because she put my name up to sing and didn't tell me.
There you go.
I found out when they called my name. And I'm like, I don't sing in front of people. You know that. She's like, no, but I've heard you sing and you need to do this. So go do it. And she pushed me up there, and she got me addicted to that. That was my addiction, So I that was when I started refilling my pitcher though some, started finding things that brought me joy outside of my family so I continue to feel joyful with my family,
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's huge. Like when you're single and have no children, it's a lot about you, right? And then you start building a family, right? And then you have to start making sacrifices, right? And you got to remember though, like that. Yeah, you're if you're not healthy or happy, then your family's not going to be healthy and happy. You know what I mean? Like you gotta take care of you and them, sure, while they're young, right? But or even like you have to take care of each other. I believe in a relationship, but it's it. Yeah, you just compromise and sacrifice is
there's a lot of compromise.
Right.
And a lot of sacrifice too. I mean, but everything I sacrificed when I was a single parent for the majority of my children's childhood, till they became adults. Even when I met Greg, he didn't step in as the role of a father because they'd already had a father and a stepfather. You know what I mean? And he didn't want to either. That's the thing. You know what I mean? So it was still me and the kids. And then it wasn't until later in our relationship that we even moved in together, because everything stayed separate, and it was, these are my children. You know what I mean? Now, he loves them dearly, but he didn't step up as a role model really with them until they were almost adults or adults now. You know what I mean? Because he felt like he didn't want to overstep his bounds, and he didn't want the kids to resent him, as being this person who thought they just came into my life and now they're going to be my dad. I don't think so. They already had a dad and a stepdad, and their dad was not a very good guy at all, but their stepdad was a really good stepdad until he was gone. And that was another thing. It's choices you make affect your kids,
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And I made choices that I tried to make choices that were best for everybody, but sometimes I made wrong choices because I was looking at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't choose your spouse because they're a good parent for your kids. You choose your spouse because you love them, period. And you have to do it that way. And I made a mistake. Let's just say that. I made a mistake. Things happen. I'm human. But, I lost track of where I was going with that, but you guys get the idea, I think.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it. Yeah, love is got to be unconditional, and um, yeah, that's really hard to really um, understand in practice. You definitely you need to respect your spouse as an individual, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
you know, you can't you can't force opinions on somebody else. You can't, you know what I mean? Like it's yeah, right. And
We're
there's no
individual
there's no
people.
judgment. Yeah, or people,
We
anybody. You're
came
right. Yeah,
together
like
as two separate people
yeah,
who make a choice every single day to be with each other. Period.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's the thing. You wake up every day and you make that choice even once you're married, because people think that marriage is a choice. That's a lifelong choice that you've made. You make the vow the day of your wedding, but every day you choose to be there.
yeah. It's hard to trust people. Is the
Yes, it is.
problem? I think like
Yes.
you have to let go of those. I call them those childish emotions, right? Like jealousy, right, and rage and anger. There's always a better way. Um, like I call, not only was I like when I call myself immature, I say that because I had anger management issues and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's you don't really see me getting angry anymore. Of course you do because I'm human, but
Wait, you're
um,
human?
yeah, right.
Get out.
But not for
I thought
ridiculous.
you I thought you were from this like planet of like the comfy room. You know what I mean?
Planet
Like this
Crony.
chill. Yeah, exactly. The crony room. I thought that was your planet.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, too, it all comes down to your life experience. Like, if you haven't seen what it's like to be on the inside of a jail cell, or, um, or what it's like to sleep under a tree in a park, or, um, you know, um, that's it's hard to understand that, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's life is just like one big lesson, right? Like, and the more
Oh,
you experience, the more you understand, right?
well, yeah.
Um,
Wisdom comes with age.
yeah,
Wisdom comes with
wisdom, right?
time. If you allow yourself, though, too, because there are people in this
Yeah,
world that they're so afraid by what has happened in the past that they won't take the chance for the future. You know what I
that's right.
mean?
Yeah,
Like it's real. It's not an easy. There, I can't tell you how many times I was like, I'm done. Now, do not come near me if you are a male and think you're gonna date me or anything else, because I'm just
yep,
done. And there were people that I told I was a lesbian. I kissed my one friend
yep,
purposely to like throw
sure.
somebody off. That was not a good idea. It sort of turned things the wrong way. They liked the idea of it, and I'm like, oh, good Lord, leave me alone.
Yep.
You know?
And that's manic episodes, right? Like we all can have them.
No, I
You
just
don't have to
wanted them
be.
to leave me alone, was all. I was just pretending to be, this was my
Yeah,
girlfriend. I'm going to kiss you in front of this guy to make him go away, and it didn't work.
that's right, Patty. I think
Yes,
that's right.
I do agree with
And
you, Patty.
and that's the thing. Like, you can't focus on all like the bad stuff. Like, you're
No.
like, I mean, a lot of bad stuff happens to a lot of people, right?
I
Some
wouldn't
people are
change any of
luckier,
my
and
past because it made me who I am today. If
that's
I
right.
changed my past, I might not be me. And I really like me. I'm a pretty good person, and I try at least, and I try and have fun and bring joy. So like I can't change who I was in the past, because then maybe I wouldn't be here now
That
today.
that's
I don't know where the future
absolutely.
is going to take me. It's going to take me wherever it takes me because of the experiences I'm having today. So make sure you have those experiences and still be open to them, because if you're not, you're shutting off something that could help you to grow and be a better person
Yeah,
and
that's right.
happier even. Hey, what a thought. I don't know.
I think we need to be wise enough to learn from other people's experiences as well. Like, because like
If
what
we
I'm
can.
saying is, it's not a good idea to go and get yourself arrested and thrown in jail just for that experience, right?
Right, right.
So like you need to be able to learn, from other people, and that's why it's good to talk about. things,
Absolutely.
and share
Absolutely.
our experiences.
By the way, I want to make sure I say hello to Annette. Hi, Annette, because Annette can't talk in the chat at all, but she's often here. So I wanted to make sure to say hello to her. And that's why I try and read the chat a lot, because she can't, I don't know if she can see the chat. So that's why I try and read out what everybody's saying, because that way if people are just listening, even if some people they're lurking and they're just listening, they want to know what's going on. We answer questions they don't know, Patty's lots of fun. I love Patty.
Oh yeah, Patty is awesome.
Isn't our purpose here on earth? Isn't that our purpose here on earth? Though we go through our crap and learn, and then we lift others up and help others. Amen. And she said, "Oh, me either. I would not change any of my past. Also, what we become after working on ourselves is just off the charts. We are awesome. Yes, we are." What were you going to say, Chris? I saw you about to say something, and I kept talking.
No. I'm just agreeing with Patty. Patty's awesome.
Patty is absolutely awesome.
Yeah. I think I've known her since the very beginning. I've started on YouTube, so I think I met her back on Creator Fundamentals over a year ago. Wow. So
I remember meeting Patty, and I know where I met her, but it was so long ago now, and I didn't get to know Patty more until recently, and she's MerMazing.
Yes.
Absolutely MerMazing. 3D Plastic Fantasy says, that's normal, but unfortunately this doesn't happen everywhere. It's very rare. That's the reason I'm still single. What's very rare? Now you have to explain what you mean. What is very rare? And Patty says, hi, Annette. There's always a little delay, so we'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, right.
I don't think so, Patty. I'll tell you later where we met.
Yeah, Needy's good.
Or
That's a
where
good
I think
channel.
where I think I saw you the first time. I think. I could be wrong, but you'll tell me. Thank you, Justin, very much.
That's why, I started seeing her everywhere, of course. I saw Tim's streams and then Nick's streams.
I did so much. I was so busy for so long. I was putting content out every single day. I did that Project 365. So, and then over the holidays, every holiday I always do something that's like the first holiday year. I did 2 songs a day. One was the Christmas song, one was not Christmas. And then this year I went caroling all over YouTube. So holidays I tend to forcibly make myself busy and kick myself later. To find people that care about each other. Most of them are selfish and they hide it. I think that depends on, here's my philosophy on a couple of things. Some things I've learned, okay? I think it depends on who you're around. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of selfish people out there. Absolutely. But I found when I surrounded myself with people that were, I had a frenemy, okay? She was all about her, and when you didn't spend time with her, she got mad. When you spent time with somebody else, she got mad. And if you could, I realized when I got sick that if you could solve your problem with a shot, she was the perfect person to go to. Problems usually aren't solved by taking shots. I'm just saying, they usually create them. Thank you very much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, people have they have many masks and defenses up, right?
Yes.
And that's the thing. I think it's is when you meet somebody and it's the real meaning of zinging, right? If you have that, I think it means a lot more than you think. But the thing is, the biggest problem with humankind, is that we don't own our problems. We don't own it, right? It's so hard for us to accept that we're wrong, and we want to blame everyone else or find the problem to be external, right?
It's easier, that's for sure, but it's not usually. It's not, I shouldn't say it's not usually true. It depends on the circumstances. It can be true, But at the same time, there's always a part of it that you are a piece of, that you're contributing to it, even if it's not you that's at fault necessarily. You're still contributing factor to it, and somehow you have to figure out what that is and change that so that you are not that contributing factor any longer. And if it means leaving the situation, then that's what it means. But like,
I just listened to that audiobook Extreme Ownership about a month ago, and it was really good, actually.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I did a lot.
I could tell.
Yeah, because it's something like that's a one value that my mother and father taught me, right, is to be responsible for myself and own up to my mistakes.
Yes,
Admit when I'm wrong.
It's an important lesson.
Yeah, right. And you just gotta, like, look at your past, whether it's bad or good, and accept it, and like, it'll make you a better person, right? Like,
that's true. That's very true. Oh, I lost my thought is what I did before. So give me 1 second, because I found my thought again, if you don't mind. What I was saying is, because I believe that this is, and I actually have, I'm just going to read you what I have at the bottom of every email that I send out, okay? I don't know what you would call it. It is what it is, but it's like my wish for everybody. My wish for my friends, my wish for my family is that each of us let each day bring you closer to the person inside that you admire. Let all your actions be led by kindness. Let you always be true to yourself. Let you never lose sight of your true value. And surround yourself with people you admire and look up to, and you will never be short a friend nor ever stop learning. And I think that last piece there, that's the important part. Like, all of it's important, but that last piece is relevant to what 3D was saying. If you that friend of mine who could fix things with shots, she was selfish. The minute I got sick, I never saw her unless I could drag myself literally out of bed because I was bedbound and bring myself to her. I wasn't ever going to see her. But I cut her out of my life. I walked away because it's the negativity. I don't need it. I don't want it. And I kept the friends that were true friends. I surrounded myself with people I admire and look up to. And when you do that, your entire world changes. And that person you're talking, those people that you're talking about that care for each other, you just choose to be around people that are like that, and you become more like that, and they become more like that, and it goes on and on and on, and it multiplies. And then you'll find the person that you're looking for when you least expect it. They'll pop up and be like, hey. And you'll try and tell them, I have no interest, and you'll look away, and they'll keep staring at you. And I'm sorry, that was my story.
No, that's bang on. Like,
I made him work for it a little bit.
You gotta cut the negativity out of your life, right? Like, whatever's toxic in your life, people, like, don't hang on to those long-term relationships because they're long-term relationships.
Right.
If they're toxic or negative, cut them loose. Yeah. You might have a period of loneliness, but it's amazing how the universe works, and people that you want to hang out with, they just start falling in like randomly. Like, it's insane. Like my past and the people from it, like, are like they're gone. Past. Gone, right? And I only have the people I have now around me because of that, right? And I'm so thankful that I did that house cleaning, right? Because you are the company you made
the choices that you needed to keep those people in your life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you prioritized. I've been in relationships with addicts before. Like I said, I wasn't other than the physical addiction, I wasn't an addict. My brother is an addict. I have friends that were addicts. I dated people that I did not know were addicts until after they were living in my house with me and my children. They hid it really well. They're really good at doing it. They're really good at finding ways to hide it. If you don't know, you're not gonna know unless somebody. He got ratted out. His friend told on him. That's only because he tried to sell me, for God's sake. I mean, he literally tried to sell me for crack cocaine. And I was like, the guy starts coming on to me. I'm like, I don't think so. No. And then he starts yelling out, hey, she ain't giving it up. Get out here. Give me back that crack. And I'm like, that what? What is he talking about? That's
Oh
how
my
I
God.
found out that my boyfriend was a crack addict.
Oh God, that's awful.
Oh, yeah. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, the
Thank you
one,
very much, Justin. Have an amazing day.
and it sucks because like I have a similar situation, like, but the girl was bipolar, like
Okay.
really badly, and I didn't find out until after she had, like,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I found myself in a situation like you did, like, man, like I wanted to help her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
There's an
that's
extent. You
like,
can only help her so much.
yeah, that destroyed me. Trying to help somebody
Mm.
else destroyed me, and what ultimately led me out west.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like I had to get away because she was stalking me, and she was
Oh,
really
boy.
dangerous, and
Mm.
it was
That's
awful. Like
scary. I'm sorry.
it was awful. It was so, yeah,
And
but
he was a really nice guy. This one you would never think was a
yeah,
crack guy. You would never. He's this quiet little guy,
yeah,
And I asked around about him before I started dating him because he asked me out, and I didn't know much about him. And they were like, "Well, he had an issue in the past, but that's all over with." And I'm like, "Okay." And I didn't think to say what was the issue, dummy me. But I mean, and you think that they would mention the little issue he had in the past was, oh, I don't know, crack. I'm just saying, but don't
yeah,
tell me that part. It's all good. Let me just go out with him. Good friends I had, right? See, so
yeah,
I know
right.
what you mean. I didn't have the best friends in the past, I learned. I'm
Yep.
getting rained on now. But he was. I tried to help him. He said he was going to go get help, and he would go to meetings and et cetera, et cetera. And I found
Yeah.
myself becoming that person I didn't want to be. I found
Yeah.
myself driving to Patterson, which if anybody knows New Jersey knows that that's like Shitsville, excuse my language, but it is. And, so I'm in the middle of Patterson, and I know where he goes to get his drugs because it's also where he goes to make extra money to work, which makes so much sense. It's so convenient, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he went into work, but he wasn't working, obviously, and I found myself driving down there to drag this man out of a crack house,
Isn't that
and I'm like, what am I doing here? I got 3 kids. I don't need your shit,
No.
I'm that's it. I'm done. And that wasn't even when I was done. That was
Yeah.
when he got his last chance. Dummy me. He swore he was getting the help. He's going to get the help. And my stepfather passed away, and I went to the funeral and left my kids with him. Now, they were old enough to be left alone by themselves, and he would never do anything around them. But that evening, I get a phone call from my oldest son saying, Mom, we're really worried. And I'm like, what's the matter? And they're like, well, he was here, and then a friend of his came, and he left, and he said he'd be back, before the nightfall, and he never came back, and now I'm really worried something's happened to him. And I'm like, it's okay, honey. He called me. He told me he's going to stay at his friend's house. Don't worry about it. I sent a pizza home, from Florida. I'm sending pizzas home to New Jersey so my kids can eat dinner. And he never called me. I just told him I knew where he was, and I knew what he was doing. When I came back, he never even returned. It was overnight thing. I couldn't stay long, and I went and stayed then, went back, and I grabbed the garbage bags, threw all the stuff in it, and brought it home to his mother and said, hey, your son needs help. He's a crack addict. And you know what I get told? Oh, yeah, honey, I know. You don't need that in your life. You know?
That's awesome.
You know that your son does not have a stomach problem, like you were saying, but is in the bathroom. You know this. And you let him live in your home, rent-free, and all what. You know what? You guys deserve each other. Goodbye. And I walked away.
Yeah.
And I never looked back.
Good
I
for
never
you,
looked back because it's, you know what? If you can't make the decision if you think it's worth more than I am, and my children are at that point because they knew each other, Oh, go get something to eat. Yes, 3D. We're all worth a lot more than that, and you have to know your worth. Otherwise, you let people do things like that. You know what I mean? Be in your life.
It's nice to want to help people. It's good to help people, but you can't you can't help somebody
Who doesn't
else
want the
who
help?
doesn't want the help.
No, you cannot help anybody, and that's sort of that's sort of addictive. Like somebody who is in an addiction currently,
Yep.
I would never get in a relationship with another person that was like that, because I know darn well you get sucked in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Nobody should. Yeah.
I went to those what are they? The meetings for the family.
Al-Anon or something.
Yeah, Al-Anon. I went to some of those online, and everybody's talking about what a disease it is, and they're making excuses for their, like, exactly, got to set healthy boundaries, not be a doormat.
That's right.
They're all making excuses for their loved ones because it's a disease, and I'm like, what is wrong with you enablers? Do you not see this? Like, I'm sorry.
Yep.
But no, I don't. I understand that there's a disease factor to it, but there's also a strength of you make that choice.
Yes.
You have to,
Yes.
by saying no, you don't do drugs, and shutting the door, and you're not back in this house until you sort this out. That is healthy.
That's healthy. Yep.
By
That's
allowing them to keep doing it and saying, well, it's a disease. That's enabling. That's what that is. And
Damn right,
that's
yeah.
all I found there. And I'm like, they got mad at me because of what I said. So I just walked away and never looked back.
Yeah, that's right.
On
Yeah, you
any of it.
can't,
I was like, this is not a healthy thing to be going. And, you know, there was a period of time where my son was involved with, you know, as a teenager. And what did mom do? Mom did some tough love. He was out all night. He came home. He got in the car to come do some errands with us, fell asleep. And where he woke up was rehab. I don't know how it happened.
I love it.
That was our errand, dear. Get out of the car.
Yeah.
I love you so much that I'm bringing you here. And
You know,
I'll keep you bringing you
I thought my
back if I
parents
have
were
to.
assholes, but I love them to death now. Like, for the longest time, they were the biggest assholes, right? But
Who?
Pardon my language, sorry. My parents, right?
Oh, it's okay. Oh, I'm
And now, like, I look back and I'm just so thankful. That,
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, so thankful.
You have to.
Yeah,
You gotta love them enough to let them hate you.
that's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to love them enough to let them hate you. And he hated me. Oh my Lord, did he hate me for the longest time? He hated me. And but all I kept saying, look, the first time my oldest son said, I hate you, as a little toddler, when he was trying to touch that electrical outlet and I wouldn't let him, you know.
Oh God.
It broke my heart, but it also taught me a good lesson. If you're doing your job right, they're gonna hate you at some point. Hey, Kay, thank you so much for coming, sweetie. You know what I mean? If you're doing, they're gonna hate you at some point. So just know that you love them enough to let them hate you.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was, I could never, like, I wasn't the parent who could spank their child, because spanking wasn't going to work for my children unless I was abusive, because my ex-husband was abusive. So, like, me giving a little smack on the tush, they laughed at me, literally. So, you know, that didn't work.
Yeah.
I had to find creative other ways to discipline my children.
Yeah, people, like, you need to like when you have a problem, like you're an addict, you have low self-esteem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to affect your patience, right? The patience you have, the level of patience.
Yes.
And on both sides of that coin, you need to have that, right? Because you need to be able to trust, like, okay, she slammed a door on me, but you need to trust that door is going to open again if you go and get the help you need, right?
Right.
And
exactly.
it's time, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But I think it depends on the amount of time. I mean, you can slam the door, and if they go start getting help within a reasonable amount but years later, they can't come back and be like, I got the help.
Right.
That was 5 years ago, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's also, if it's family, sure. If it's like just some
like a relationship,
no,
exactly.
That's definitely. But yeah,
family's a different story.
Yeah, family, and everything.
If it's your child, you know what I mean. That's a totally different story.
Yeah,
but definitely any time, you know what I mean. But my son he's already thanked me you know. He's thanked me,
Yeah.
and his life has changed, and he's not who he used to be. He's not a teenager anymore. He grew up, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't it. I kept him alive long enough for him to be able to see the light for himself. You know.
That's yeah. I do know.
Hey, Chandra. Welcome to the pool.
I'm thankful I've had that opportunity to thank my folks as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah. I'm very grateful to have them still around, and yeah.
And I'm sure they're proud of you.
Yep. Yeah, sure they are.
I have no
Absolutely,
doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell. Like Dad and I were rocky on and off forever, right? But now, you know, like, you know, I want to be around him now, and vice versa, right? So.
You see this behind me?
Yeah, is that rain?
That's rain. The
Wow.
forecast did not say rain today. I looked this morning because I
I'll trade
considered
you.
setting up inside because the other day it said rain. But this morning it did not say rain. Now I'm sitting in the dark.
Wow.
Crazy.
We've had snow 3 days this week, so
Wow.
I would take the rain any day. Yeah.
It's cold in Canada, man.
I'll tell you, being like depressed, like I am, like a depressive person or whatever. The winters
You
here,
need Florida.
like, oh man,
you need to move to
I
Florida.
I do need to move.
Come
to
on
Florida,
down.
Yeah.
Come on down to
Yeah.
Florida. 'Cause I'll tell you,
I love Florida.
I'm
love
out
it
here
there.
all the time. You see that? This is where I sit.
Yeah.
I've never. My poor kitten. She sits at the
Yeah.
door looking at me like, "Are you coming in yet?
Yeah.
Isn't it time?" And I'm like, "Soon." And she don't believe me no more. She gets mad at me. I come in. I go to sit down. She swats at me, bites me. I'm like, "Bonnie, it's okay. I'm in." Nah. You didn't come in soon enough. You just stay over there, woman. You can sit on in somebody else's chair, not yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wearing sweaters 8 months out of the year here, so it's like it's crazy, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing. Well, I do know why I'm here, but
Well, you're in
it's because my
construction.
son. Well, that,
Right?
but I could do that anywhere. I mean,
No, but I'm saying,
the reason
right,
why I stayed.
you're in construction. So, like,
Yeah.
here you're outside in beautiful weather all day long in construction.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Like I work out in the snow all winter, right? And
Exactly. No snow.
yeah.
Might get rained on like this, especially in the summertime. This happens at once a day. There's a period of time, like every single
Yeah.
day, it pours like this really hard for like a half an hour and then stops. And the sun comes back out. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. It cools you off, and then you go back to work,
Yeah, that's like construction is great, but that's also like I want to get out of it. For I'm not like the industry as a whole is not it's not the best industry. Like it's
Gotcha.
really it's corrupt and it's
Yeah.
hard and it's like yeah, there's a lot of bad things about it. So that's why I started YouTube, right? Like my wife has an amazing job.
Gotcha.
And she's a professional, working professional. So, we planned this 2 years in advance.
There you go.
Just, because when we were expecting Warner, the last child, the little guy or whatever, we're like, well, this is a lot now, a lot of money for daycare and things like that. So, yeah, I was like, well, I was administrating and doing a channel for another company, right, at the
Okay.
time. And I'm like, well, I'm going to start my own and see if I can grow it into something that can produce an income so I could stay at home, take care of the kids, and still contribute, right? So, and of course, there's many ways to monetize off of this, right? So,
Yes.
I'm trying different things, writing a book and, learning graphic design so I can do merchandise like t-shirts and clothing and like I'm learning all this
I
new
have
stuff.
so much
right?
fun
Like,
with that. Oh my
it's
god,
amazing.
that's what I get lost in it. I start because I lost my
Yeah.
my Streamlabs. Everything in it was gone. My merchandise, everything was gone, and I had to start over. And I'm like, well, I could just take what I did before and slap it on a T-shirt, but I don't like that so much. Let me try this.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun and making
Yeah.
more and more nicer things. I mean, I made this thing we're in now,
Yeah.
And those are going on
Yeah,
leggings, ladies, by the way. This design, the cloud with the butterflies, that's going on leggings.
Nice. Oh yeah, that would be great. Actually, yeah. I know my girls would like that.
See?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well,
But-
what is she doing? Could she move? Her job transfer her to Florida?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, she's in social media.
Okay,
Like
see?
she has a government job.
Welcome back.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
sort of a government job.
I was gonna say that's not in. That's a different country though.
It's hard to
That
say.
would work
Oh
then.
no, but that's the her business. Like the relevancy is huge, right? Like,
Okay.
she would do better in a even bigger city than we are in. I think. She's kind of reached the top of that she could in this geographical region,
Okay.
and I think she could go further.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's smart, hard
You're
worker.
proud of her.
Yeah.
You're proud of her. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing.
So so it's like I'm saying, it's just YouTube, kids, work, and like even us, like when I'm in between projects right now, so I'm at home,
Right.
and but I'm just working more on my channel and doing courses through Skillshare, and
Yeah.
and helping with the house more, right? So I forget where I was going with this, but juggling everything, right? Like she also has a side company and a full-time job, right? And then
Okay.
there's the four children, so it's quite busy, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes a team,
It's a
right?
lot.
It's teamwork.
It's a lot.
So
That's great though.
yeah, it's great. Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Sorry.
It's all
I
good.
totally lost my train of thought there.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, right.
It's all right. We're balancing off okay.
Nice.
You're going in,
nice.
I'm coming out. We're good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's actually 3D plastic fantasy. I've been looking into stuff like that too, like trying to maybe putting an ad on Fiverr and stuff like that, because I've been editing now
There's
for
nothing
years.
wrong with that.
All right, and
And they have things that you can like take little tests on there that you
cool.
and I think it's free, and you take the test and it shows they verify
Yeah.
you. They show, yes, this person took this test and they passed this test, so you can trust their work. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So you come into it already if you take them before you put anything out, people will have more faith in you, because I got burned by Fiverr recently. I got scammed by somebody. Somebody sold me an emote that they did not own. 12 emotes they didn't own.
Yeah.
They stole them from
Really?
somebody else and sold them as their own. Told me that they'd never used them. They were their samples. Because what they were showing me, I was like, no, that's not going to work. And I'm like, I was looking for something sort of like the examples you showed me. Like, well, do you want those? And I'm like, well, no, I want my own. I want what I'm asking you for.
Yeah,
what I
right.
hired you for. And then like 3 days passed. And like, I really don't have the time right now. I'm so sorry. I can refund you your money. Or I can sell you those samples. Now, this was a person that was like my secondary choice. And it was only because of how much they were charging. I said, okay, you know what? I already picked this guy to do my 3 emotes. But this guy says he'll do 3 for $10.
Yeah, right.
And I thought it was just because he was new, like on Fiverr. So I figured, people start out, they keep their prices lower. And then I asked for an example. He showed me his example of his work. I was trusting it was his work. So then he gave me all 12 because he couldn't, because of the inconvenience. And I'm like, wow. Well, thank you. And then I put it on BTTV only to find out that JC Chase made them.
Oh.
And I was pissed as all hell because I didn't know who JC Chase was before then. I'm new to Twitch, and he's on YouTube also, but still, I didn't know who he was. So I found him because they give you the link to the person who owns it on BTTV. So I went there and I spoke with him directly, and I let him know this person's trying to sell his stuff, number one, and number two, that I had let Fiverr know. So they took him down. He's gone. They gave me back my money. They gave me the $10 back. No problems there, thank God.
Very nice.
And JC, because I did what was right and what was honest, which is like crazy, JC turned around and made me an emote for free.
Aw, nice.
His emotes go for $30 a piece.
That's sweet.
For free. I was like blown away. That's my lurk emote. That's my lurk emote. He made me my lurk emote. I love it. I love it. And I'm like, and because I came with an idea, I'm like, I want a mermaid hiding behind a pool toy to be my lurk emote, you know, because it's peeking out. He did exactly what I asked for. It was perfect. I was blown away. I don't have those types of artistic skills, you know what I mean? But other people do, and I go to Fiverr when I need something like that. So I think that it's a good idea. If you've got the skills, go. Yeah. You know, because that's the only opportunity, the only thing that happened that was negative. Every other experience there has been nothing but positive for me, you know. So I can say for sure that I recommend people go to Fiverr for, you know, anything they need. So if you're looking to provide things people need, go to Fiverr.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Because that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to transition out of construction and back into this, right? Like,
Gotcha.
That's the one thing that made me sad about leaving Toronto was leaving my film career behind, right? And there's nothing like that here, right?
Gotcha.
So that's what put me into construction full time. And that's like, I'm an artist at heart, you know, and like being an artistic person in the trades it's not like
easy.
The personalities don't mix, right? Like,
Hello, Amos. Welcome to the pool, sweetie.
Amos, hey, buddy.
3D said, yes, there are many opportunities to work online, but it's going to be a hassle sometimes. I tried to work as a software developer in sites like that, but the work hours are a lot for what you get.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I think that depends on how you price it too.
Yeah. Well, you need to. You definitely need to like batch your processing, right? Like, you need to get your you need to be organized, right? So it's like when I edit a video now. Well, now that I'm switching to Premiere Pro, it's different. But in Sony Vegas, I could edit an entire video with my eyes shut, right? But you know, at first it was taking me hours and hours to do it, and I'm sure with code would be the same, right? Like, you would just be able to save snippets of code or use code from one piece of software in another, right? Like, be the same.
I have no idea.
Right?
That's definitely you guys' side of it. You know. I love that we all have different knowledge, though.
Yes,
you know, because we can all help each other. You know, when you get together with a group of people, that was the other thing I wanted to point out to 3D, is here on, like we were talking about out in the world, right? Yep. But here in social media, here on YouTube or on Twitch or wherever you're at, you'll find that you're going to find those people that are selfish, and you're going to find those people that are, you know, not so nice. You know, and they're hiding their true intentions behind a mask of whatever sort. But it doesn't mean don't give up, because like I had found a group like that first type of group. I was here 9 months and I just was here. I posted and that was it. I didn't know anything about the social side of it. And then somebody invited me into their group and they had a mask on. And when I found that out, I walked away, just like I've done with, you know, here is no different. Life is life, whether you're here or not, you know. Look at you guys rising up the ladder.
Yeah.
They're chatting away. That's how you do it, guys. You raise your level by chatting, and the more you chat, the higher the level you get, and the more bragging rights you have. But you also get Snarfblat for the entire time that you're here, by the way, which is used in giveaways. It's my digital currency here with Snarfblat. Just, I don't know if you knew that. But I had like, I was just gonna go back to what I was doing before because I was hurt when I realized that there was this mask on this person who they made themselves out to be this giving, caring person, and they really were very selfish in doing things that were really underhanded with people, like 2 people within the community. It was cruel.
Yeah.
And I walked away from it, and I just happened to start going to see Michael Fire Jr. And he restored my faith. And stumbling into that that collab I did, the worldwide collab, like I fell into that. I tripped into that. I don't know how the heck I got myself involved. I had no idea what it's doing. I didn't edit. I didn't do vlogging. Like, I did very little vlogging when I started. All I did was sing on Smool and then share it directly from there to YouTube. That was it. I didn't even like go to YouTube except for to respond to comments. And I ended up finding that community they were there for each other. Everybody had different strengths and different, and everybody worked together amazingly. And that restored my faith and let me know, like, I had an epiphany that you can build your own community that you have on your channel, around your channel. And everybody, who was it? Banana Inspired John, it described it perfectly. It's like a Venn diagram. We all have our communities, and some of them overlap, like a Venn diagram. But there are each individual communities, and we can have whatever type of community we want. If you want to have a kind, caring, compassionate community, have one. Period. It's who you will attract. We don't have. I'm gonna knock on some wood here, but we don't have a whole lot of trolls here. We don't have a lot of. Everybody's really kind, caring, compassionate that comes here because they know. They know that's what's here. So if it's not if you're looking for drama, this is not the place to find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it matters.
Yep.
Oh yes, the Christmas Carol. That was amazing. That was my second acting gig, technically. My first acting gig is Arctic. It's I'm in the Arctic show. And I was blown away. It's been so crazy since I came here, since I came on YouTube. Dreams I gave up, like elementary school dreams of becoming an actress that I gave up. I'm a freaking actress now. How the hell that happened? I don't know. So, like, I had a director approach me and say, "We want you in our show," and now I'm in the show. You are not a troll. No. You are beautiful. You're too pretty to be a troll. What you talking about, Chandra? Oh, God, now I'm doing it again. I don't know which one's right. Michael's in my head saying the wrong name. Yeah. I know he is. I am from Florida now. Long way about through Jersey, Texas, Long Island. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, it's there's a lot of like they can kind of see us, right? And I think people have really good bullshit detectors, and we might not be able to see through the chat, right? And sometimes that's what makes it a troll, right? They they're just there to manipulate you in the chat.
They want attention.
Like that. They want attention. Yeah.
They want attention.
Yeah.
I greet everybody as they are. You come in the door and I greet you just like I greet everybody. Welcome to the pool. Even when I know that you're a troll, I greet people that way. I give them an opportunity to be a good troll and not a bad troll.
That's right.
Only if they turn into a bad troll that they get blocked from the channel, and that's all. Then we gotta worry about them no more. I'm just saying. I've only lost my temper one time on a troll. One time. And it's only because I knew who the troll was and what they were saying was so atrocious and so bad. Just saying. Like there are certain things, even if you're in a mask, you should not be saying. And it's just wrong, period. And they went there. They went there, putting on their little troll face, showing up in my chat, and I lost my on them completely.
Yeah.
Only to discover that my moderator that was in the chat had was so on top of it that nobody saw what was being said. They just saw me cursing out to this person.
Nice.
They were like, who are you cursing at and why? I'm
Right.
oh, you guys don't see. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, the that's the thing. Like when you block somebody on the chat, it disappears in the chat. But when you display it onto your screen through Streamlabs,
Oh, it's still there.
right? It's still there, right? So unless you can be really quick about it. Like sometimes if you have like if it's automatically flagged, it's good, right? Then it doesn't appear.
Right.
on
I
your
have
chat
some
bar.
of that set. I do have some of that
Yeah.
set. But and she was so crazy. She was so fast. She was like, bam, right on it.
Nice.
Even my guest did not see what was being said. He was like, you have to tell me what they said later. I'm like, I can't repeat that. I can give you an
Yeah.
idea, but I can't repeat that. Because we all knew, everybody who knew the story of certain things, they knew
Sure.
exactly who it was. And it was like, you've got it. You went that low. You're that desperate for attention. You went that low. You made it racial. You made it,
Oh yeah, no. we don't
they
tolerate
went
that.
there. They went all over there, and it was just like, I just
Yeah.
want, You see my face right now. It's just the thought of it just makes me go, oh.
Yeah, we just gotta be nice to each other, Life is too short, man.
I usually
like,
kill him with kindness, just every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake that mama bear inside me because then she's gonna go off.
yeah, yeah, Mama Bear, definitely. Don't make.
Oh,
Mama
my
Bear-
daughter, it was so funny because I always embarrassed, especially my daughter. I embarrassed her so bad. Oh, I love what's on this on the back right now. It's Justin's birthday song on the background there, and I know it because it's got the footage from St. Augustine in it.
Aw.
Yeah, it was What a Wonderful World. I remember that one because I worked really hard on
Awesome.
There you go. Now you can see footage from it with the
Nice.
what is it? What's it called? The ladybug.
Ladybug, yeah.
She's got a ladybug on her finger. That's
Aw.
Pam's Outdoor Adventures daughter, is who that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was an amazing day. And by the way, I
Great.
plan on planning another one, probably for next spring now. I'm going to put it out a year, only because it doesn't mean we won't have other get-togethers in between, but this one is going to be a bigger one. It's going to be an overnight, at least like one night overnight, probably Saturday to Sunday, but it's going to be I want to find a cruise that's affordable,
Ooh, yeah.
and I'll let everybody know all the details well in advance because it's going to be a year out. That way people can save up for it, and I'm really good at hunting out a deal. That's one thing, that is a skill that I have. When I go to purchase something, I look at it usually for months before I decide, and then I hunt down the best price for it. So if it's something like a trip, my husband had always, and he doesn't do that much for this. Oh, the link of his channel is right up above in the eye. I hope you can get to it over there, because I always put them up there. And I don't think I have any moderators here to drop one right now. I always put it up there so that way if there is no moderator in the room, we can always just drop it. I'm surprised there's no moderators here. I have so many of them. It's crazy. I do. I started out with just a couple, and then slowly over time I've added more and more, because people
Yeah.
have lives, and they all rotate through. It's just a matter of the time. But up, I don't know which way I'm pointing. That's part of my problem. I need to look at the other scene.
Oh, there you go. Tis Lisa.
Up there, in that corner over there, is where Construction Kronies, our wonderful guest today, is his link and a video. His what the intro video. I put your new intro video up there too. That way, I didn't just close you, did I? Did I close you? Did my hand just spaz and close? My hand spazzed and closed him. Holy crap, Oli. This is why I should not touch things. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm coming back. Wait. Instead of me doing that, I'm being stupid. Wait, he's still there on the other call. I bet ya. Is he still there? Yeah, I'm joining. Here we go. Oh, no. He's not there, but I left the meeting. What am I doing? My God, I'm clicking 50 things at once. Let's try this again. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm working on it. Now, this is a first. This is the first time I've ever done it twice in one stream. All right, there we go. There's the link. I'm sorry. I got to go sit in timeout now. What the heck was I trying to click on? I'm so sorry.
Or
And the wrong scene's showing now, too. It put the wrong scene in. Why did it do that? It did that before, too. That's why I had to, like, remove it and clean it out and put another one in. Get back here. What are you doing to me? I don't need that. I need that. Don't mess with me. I need that. Where'd you go? That's not it. As you guys can tell, that's not it. It disappeared. It literally just disappeared from the screen. We're going to do this. You guys get to watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to remove it completely now. Because last time I did it again. Oh, my Lord. Why am I opening it? Okay. Spazzy hands be damned. Okay. Now I'm going to put another link in here and get it right. I swear I am. Watch me. Watch me get it right this time. I don't know what it's showing at now, but I'll get there. I swear. All right. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you hiding? I know you're here. What the heck?
oh.
It's not showing it. It's not showing you where I need you to be seen. Stop that. Why is it not showing? You're being really bad. Okay, we're just going to... Hang on. We're going to give it a second and we're going to do it again. Where is it? It's hiding up on top now of everything, including me. I hope you guys are laughing in the chat. I try to provide some humor every stream that I have. That's for sure. And this one, I think that I am doing a wonderful job of it. Come on, man. It doesn't even make any sense. Why are you not showing up? Maybe because I don't have you maximized. That's why. Let me maximize you. All right, you're now maximized. Now you should show up in here. You guys can't even see the little thingy I'm clicking on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's not that. Nope, not that. That's the chat. See the chat, guys? Hi. There we go. I found you. I found you. Good Lordy. You're taking up the whole screen now, but you're here. You've made it back. I'm so glad.
Right on.
Oh, crap, man. I have never done that twice in one stream, only once. So you now have the distinct honor of knowing I've done that to you 2 times in this stream. You are the only one so far that has that honor. And I hope that you stay that way. I got to be honest. Because I'm really not looking to do it again. Am I moving that thing? No. It's just me being silly. Okay. Okay, get you back in place. Now we're going to slide you down here. Come on down here. Down here. Come on, got to get it down there. All right, good job. All right. Now, what the heck was I going to touch? I'm going to check the chat now since I'm sure there's plenty there. Come on, be nice. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am trying to entertain. Hi, Tis Lisa. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the pool, honey. All right, scrolling up. I will definitely make you a mod, Chandra. You will be a mod in just a moment. Where am I? Okay, hi, Chris. I went too far up. Christmas Carol. Keep going. Where did I do this? Okay. Cooking for dinner tonight. Let's see. Dinner tonight will be leftovers. I'm not sure exactly what. Probably my husband's birthday dinner, which was my buttermilk fried chicken, homemade buttermilk fried chicken. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. My world famous homemade buttermilk fried chicken and my potato salad, which was what he has. We have it once a year because I cook it in Crisco and everything. I know I vanished him again. I'm such a naughty girl. Amos is a crony. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I'm so bad. I didn't mean to do it. Chris, come back to us.
Yeah, Amos is an awesome part of the community.
Oh, it's up in the eye, Lisa. I always put them up in the eye is where you will find the, I I hit the wrong button, I think, again, but I'm not. I know. I'm trying not to have. I did it. I did it right. You
Thank
are.
you.
Go ahead. Sorry. Did it. I sent some love. There you go. And I didn't mess it up. I didn't block you or anything, Chandra. I've done that before, too.
Yeah.
Especially on the cell phone. Oh, my God. It's so hard on the cell phone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And my laptop was gone for a very long time. It was supposed to be getting repaired, and it was there for 2.5 months.
Wow.
That is what you get with the Best Buy squad that's supposed to be so good. They're not.
Oh, yeah?
They're not.
Yeah, definitely. I don't go to Best Buy.
I have insurance that I bought for the laptop. Well, you got to come here, honey. I can't fly. My legs will go triple. I caught up. My legs. I was going back purposely to see what happened, coming back down. I'm fast, Lisa. You know this.
She's on it. She's on
I
it.
got that. I can't fly because my legs will triple in size. So you got to come to me, Lisa. Come on down. I'll feed you. Bring your kids. I'll feed them too.
Flying, yeah, it's awful. Like, ugh. Used to be an awful experience, actually.
Flying sucks. I hate fly. I have to fly soon. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I just realized we're in May, aren't we? I'm flying this month. This month I'm flying. Because my daughter graduates college. You can answer her verbally. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, no, not. My channel's about, the basis of it is construction. I'm a commercial construction guy. So, it actually takes a lot of time and money to learn the trades, like the business, right? And I've done a lot of school, and I've been in the field for a lot of years, and I just use the channel as an outlet to teach people, what I know. That it doesn't cost money. It's like, when you start in the trades, or if you're in the trades, people don't want to tell you things, because they want to know more than you, right? And as soon as they start teaching you stuff, you'll get better, and you'll leave, or you'll take their jobs and stuff like that, right? So, I talk about the future of construction and how, what we can do to prepare for that. And I'm just here to help anybody, with any questions they might have about the industry and their trade specific. And I know a lot of things with management and contracts and drawings and specifications and stuff like that. So, I'm just here as a resource for people who are trying to learn more about the business and their trades, right? So that's that's what it's about, I guess. It's a good community, though. We do a lot of live streaming and hang out, talk about all kinds of stuff. But yeah.
I'm trying to fix a link that the bot is putting out wrong, that I did not know he was putting it out wrong until now. And I'm like trying to type it. I'm getting it so wrong. So very, very wrong.
Yeah, I noticed. If you even put a capital H on HTTPS, right?
Yeah.
It won't put the underline. It won't hyperlink it, right?
Oh,
So
really?
You gotta use a.
I did
for
not
months.
know that. See? I
Yeah.
learn something new every single day. I'll tell you what, I've been to his streams, and sometimes they're about things that are like, even though I'm not in the construction industry, he was talking about different cities in the world and their architecture and things like that. They're really cool. They're really cool streams. So even if you're not in the industry, he does some really cool streams.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. I enjoyed it. I did. I had fun that day. It was like, wow, I learned something new. And architecture is always so beautiful. And like, I'm not one to like, I don't know what the difference is between Baroque and, whatever, but I still can appreciate it. You know what I mean? And what goes into it to build it. What is wrong with this pool boy? Notice how he's giving only half sentences here. What's wrong with him? I think he was out drinking last night.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Lots of people. It's a competition, right? And awesome. You're great to help others.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa.
He's pretty mermazing. He's pretty mermazing. And he does all of that after having to deal with some limitations and physical issues, mental issues, I guess you'd say, right? To overcome, to get where he is today. So that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Pain and depression. Yeah, it's an uphill battle, right? It's nice to have something to keep you busy, YouTube is definitely an outlet to keep yourself occupied, right?
Yeah.
And but you
He's
get
in
to a
Canada,
point
Lisa.
in your I'm in Canada. Yeah, you get to a point in your career where it's like you kind of mastered it, right? The learning curve is slowed right down, right? Like it's not very interesting or exciting anymore, So yeah, you take on something like YouTube, right? And it's not what you expect at first, but it's like, wow, what a lot of work, a lot of learning, and
Yeah.
yeah, I have, yeah. If you're, you got to realize, like, when you're small and starting out, you're doing the job of like, a dozen people, right? You're
Yeah.
just one person.
Yeah. That's true.
So,
The bigger guys definitely have help, right?
yeah, absolutely they do. But yeah, it's just like anything, man. Just
I know,
life in
right,
general.
Chandra?
Just don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, right? You can always be better, and life is too short, man. To be an angry person or a sad person. It's just too short, and there's too many good things to live for. So,
I think we earlier were talking about self-esteem and how, like, when you were younger,
Yeah.
you didn't have any. And I think that's the case for a lot of us, most
Sure.
of us. And everybody, really, no, you learn self-esteem. Most people aren't born with it, not true self-esteem, knowing who you are, knowing that you love who you are, faults and all, and that it's okay. And not cockiness. There's a difference, because lots of people, when you're younger, you're cocky. But it's different than knowing who you are and loving yourself. And I have a theory that if more people learn to love themselves, a lot of issues, a lot of problems would be gone. No one's going to abuse anybody else if they love themselves, right? If you love yourself, you're not abusive to anybody else. If you love yourself, you're not allowing anybody to abuse you. If you love yourself, you're not trying to bury who you are in drugs or alcohol.
Yep.
These are all big issues that all can be solved if people just started to try to be the person that they would love. Because you have to make that effort. You can make the choice to be a jerk, or you can make the choice to be a nice person. Which one are you going to respect more in the end? Do you like that person? If you like that person, then go that direction. We've all done things we are not proud of, or that we didn't like, or weren't like ourselves, like me running into the crack area,
Yep.
Yeah, I know, sweetie, but it's on it's the thumbnail. It's all good, don't worry. Don't point it out, nobody will notice.
Yeah.
I spent all morning working on putting in new scenes. You'll see some of the other scenes later. And I was trying to figure out how to get my emotes to come like raining down on the end scenes and on the starter scenes. I didn't get that far into it to learn how to do it yet. But eventually it's going to happen because I'm not going to give up. But yeah, this was just the first trial run of what it looks like. And I like it, except for, yes, you're right, the chat goes right across the name of the titles and everything. Shh, nobody will notice. Hang on, let's see.
Nope.
If I slide it down.
Anything? You can go. Huh? Why?
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Is that better, Lisa? Do you like that better?
What's that?
I like it better. Thank you.
Well, my father-in-law came up for a visit, right? And he drove,
Oh.
and like his truck broke down. It's like 20 grand to fix.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. That truck's not worth
Jeez.
20 grand, is it?
No, I think it's worth 16, and that's what they said.
Wow.
So that's
Do they have it full of coverage?
no. I think what happened is he got bad fuel. It's a diesel, right? So I think he got bad fuel.
Oh my God.
like
And,
some
and he doesn't have
stupid
full
like that.
coverage for his car.
I don't know if that. I don't know how if that would be covered under insurance because of the nature of it.
I don't
It's
know
not
either.
like it
I
was an
think it
accident or
would be
something.
though. If that's what we have insurance for, right? You might have to pay a deductible, but at least it would replace the car. Because if
Oh,
it's
man.
that much, they're gonna write it off and give him the money for the vehicle to go get a new car. He
Yeah,
should
it's
try.
just,
He should try at least.
yeah.
Because the
for
worst they
sure.
can say is what? No. And
No.
then you're
Yeah,
not any
that's
worse
right.
off than you are, right? You know?
Yeah, yeah,
It's tiny.
Yeah,
And she's
he
like,
drove-
take
he
it off.
drove
It's
'cause
tiny.
yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, he made a bunch of stuff. Like he did some woodworking and made some furniture for us. So that's why he drove the truck.
Aw.
But yeah, the flight would have been a lot less. Man,
Oh, boy. Yeah,
That's a
now,
big one,
right?
yeah,
Definitely would have cost
Please.
him less if you flew.
right.
Ouch.
You
That
need
hurts.
extended warranty,
That hurts.
Amos. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, well, I do, but I don't know. Yeah, where he's at with that.
I took my full coverage off my car 3 weeks
Yeah.
before I got into the only accident that was ever my fault.
Of course.
So yeah, that car was totaled and I don't have a car anymore. That was years ago now. I haven't had a car in years now. I don't leave the house, so it's just convenience-wise. It would be nice to have a little putter that I can go to the gas station if I run out of cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, I have to wait for somebody to bring them home to me, and I'm like, "Did you forget my cigarettes? Please tell me you didn't forget my cigarettes, because I might have to kill you if you forgot my cigarettes. You know that, right?"
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I'm out of creamer again. Oh my God! How am I gonna drink my coffee?
Yeah, I need cream. Yeah, I need 18% cream for my coffee. If it doesn't
Have
work
an
otherwise.
amazing day, Chandra.
Yes, Chandra, bye. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Am I saying it right or am I
Forget
saying
ya.
it wrong? Please tell me, because Chandra,
Chandra?
Chandra, isn't it? It's Chandra. It's
Chandra?
Chandra Pivo. I'm sorry, Chandra. Her name's Chandra. Michael Fire Jr., it's his fault. We all blame him because he says people's names wrong over and over again. And when you say it the same way over and over again, people start to think that's how it's said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, honey. See you soon. Chandra. I got it. Now I got it right. Finally. Thank God. Sorry about that. Trying to be careful where I click too. Yeah, because I thought all this custom. I've had the ones the themes. I've always used the themes, but I started making the little custom ones recently, and it's all because I started out making my alert boxes custom, and I started with that, just changing the sounds and that, and then somebody I know didn't know how to change the volume of their custom alerts, so I made a tutorial, which I still haven't put out because I haven't found the time to edit it.
Right? Yeah.
But I have to edit that and get that out, so that'll be out any day, by the way. How to like customize your alerts and how to change the volume of those custom alerts is what the subject is. And then I just started like building more, and then I'm like, I like this because I did something similar to this for my Red Dead stream the other day, and I thought it was cute, and I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna keep it, and maybe I'll do it more for other streams and pick other things to put in it, and maybe do more scenes of it, like I have an intermission that I have, and I have a be right back now and a stream ending, but I like that the other ones are animated that I had, and I have to learn how to animate them. I want something animated, and I don't want people just to see a screen that just pops up and doesn't have anything moving on it. It's boring.
Adobe After Effects.
I have
use-
After Effects, but I don't use it. I I only got After Effects because I got what is it called? Hang on.
Creative Cloud?
Well, okay. I used HitFilms, but I was using HitFilms Express for a long time. They had a really big sale for only $200, and I was like, I'm buying it. So I got HitFilms Pro now. And then I use Photoshop, and I was using that a lot more for other things, and I'm like, I really like this. And I went to go get just Photoshop. That's how it started. And then I had played around with a couple of things like in sampling things, and I went, well, I could probably use that to make some stuff. And then, you know, the cost of it when you add it together is normally a lot higher. It's like, what, $50 a month?
US, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I pay like 70.
They had a sale.
Yeah.
That if you got two, normally it would be 30, right? So I was going to be getting two. They had a sale, $30 for all of it. So it's for a year, $30 a month. I'm like, okay, that's a lot of money still, but it's a lot less than $50 a month. So, okay.
Yep.
So I went ahead and I did it. And so I have all of these other things I can use, but I've never used them before. I'd have to start all over with learning. And I'm like, I am doing so many things. If I start learning how to do another program, I might scream. So I'm just leaving it alone for now.
Do you have Skillshare? Do you use Skillshare?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so it's awesome actually, and I can give you a link that'll give you 2 months free.
Okay.
Later or whatever, but
yeah.
On the Discord, and it's it's just a website, and it teaches, like, there's all kinds of classes, right? For all the Adobe software, and teaches you like writing and film production, and there's tons of stuff you can learn. It's $150 Canadian a year.
Wow.
For unlimited access, right? So it's worth it. But in 2 months you can learn a lot in 2 months.
I usually go on YouTube for all those things.
Right? You could. Yeah.
Because my problem is this too. I will forget things all the time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, definitely.
Well, these are good. They'll give you examples to download and stuff, so you can download sample files and work along with them.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I will definitely try it out. My problem is when I do it, I'm gonna have to like screen record it and label it properly, because if I don't, I will, when I go back to it next time, I won't remember how to do it. Like what I'm doing right now, I know I learned how. There's a program on my computer already. It's 3D something where you could take your photos and add like butterflies or bats or something flying by, and I've done that. I know how to use it directly, but I wanted to learn how to like take my stuff and put it in there. I know that I watched a video on how to do it. I have no idea. I ran out of time to make them that day, and now I have no idea how to do it. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go back and watch it again.
You forget quick.
Which means I also have to go back and find it again. But if I screen record it, then I'll be okay. Because then I can just go to it when I'm ready to and know what I'm looking at. That's the only way I'll be able to do it. But so I'll definitely try it. I also have to build my website. That's the other thing. But that I've figured out how to get, like, my problem has been getting started as far as like my website's live right now. How do I edit it without it being live immediately? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to go, I want to build it first before I put it live. And I found that out this morning. So now I will be building my website, because it's once I get started, it's so easy. The program that what I'm using Builderall for it. So they give you everything. All I have to do is click add YouTube, add Instagram, add Twitter, whatever I want to add, and you just click on it and it goes right into the website. And then I can add my own personalization stuff in, which is fantastic. Have an amazing day, Patty. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I know.
Yeah,
he's
bye,
fantastic,
Patty.
Isn't he? Wow, it's 5:15 already. I didn't even realize what time it was.
Yeah, it's almost time for me to go get my girl from school.
Yeah. All right. So,
yeah.
Before you go, Do you want to
Yeah.
see my what do you call that thing again? My intermission. I remember now. I know my intermission. Want to see my
I do.
intermission before you go?
Of course.
Okay, I'll play it. Give me one moment. Let me do this. I make sure I do it
The
properly.
intro was great.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, we have you here. So I'm gonna be muting some mics because it's the only way. I know if I don't mute it, you get an echo. I'm learning this. Like Neil got the other night. I was like, oh, I know what he needs to shut off, and somebody already said it. It just took me a minute to click. You know.
Yeah.
All right. It's gonna be this one, and that's already on. So we'll mute this one. Be right back. And while I'm gone, I'm getting coffee.
Hey there, everybody. You know, I realized not everybody knows what is Twitch or what I do over there. I thought maybe it's time I showed you guys. So, I'm going to give you a little taste of what happens over on Twitch. But come on down today because there's even more surprises abounding. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope I see you there. Bye for now. Rock on my wild ones, and wild ones unite. Always be there for each other, and don't forget, if I can follow my dreams, surely you can follow yours. So get out there and make them as amazing as you are. Bye for now. Hopefully I'll see you there, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to at least 5:30.
I took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the... Oh, there was a snake or something back there. He needs to die. I don't like snakes. I'm not a fan of snakes at all. No, 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 no. Snakes upset me. Yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared. There's a cellar. Will you guys hold my hand while I go down in the cellar? Telling you. Evil, evil things, these cookies. There's something in them that make you want to keep eating them and never stop. And then they take them away from you, you know? We like playing with the dangerous stuff. And the question is, where do I pick up the stuff that I ordered online? You know, because I ordered stuff through the Rockstar site. So where do I pick that stuff up? Okay, we're leaving here. We're not... What was that? Oh, my deliveries. There they are. Here they come. Look at that. There they come. My weapons and things. So the question is, do they get delivered right to me? Do I have them right now? I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was sad playing soft for Bobby, sang the blues. Yeah. Windshield wipers, tapping time. I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. He sang every song that driver knew. Oh, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing. Oh, the basement. That's right. Now I'm scared. I forgot all about the basement. We gotta go in the basement. Okay. Alright, let's just do this thing. At least it's not dark outside yet. Look at that. That's freaky. Hello. See why I'm scared about going down to basements? They get very
Have an
frightening.
amazing night, sweetie. Thank you so much for coming.
Ah! Wow, he ate me. He ate me good, didn't he, guys?
Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it, and I really hope
Okay,
you
I got
enjoyed
you.
your
Here
time
we
here.
This is the Be Right Back screen that I just put up in front of you guys, so you can see that one. And that that last little bit, I think so far that has been my favorite moment in Red Dead Redemption 2, has been when that gator ate me. I gotta tell you, that gator, he ate me, and he ate me good, and he shocked the crap out of me. I did not expect to be getting eaten by a gator. I had the wrong, like, level bullets inside my gun, so every shot I made was like I was just flicking him. It was doing nothing to him, and he's huge, and he ate me. I'm like, oh my god, he ate me. I don't like, and anybody who knows me knows I do not like swamps, and I do not like the S word. I don't like those things that slither around. I don't like them. I have a phobia of them. So I have to actually go in the swamps tomorrow again for the last time, I hope. It is and we're moving on to the next chapter finally, because I've held us hostage where I'm at because I wanted to collect everything. I've gotten all the collectibles in the area. There's nothing left to get. So it's time to go. Hang on. Let me see. I want to see what they're saying. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love that song too. You know, I love that song. I'm like, I will sing. I will definitely sing randomly. You know, I needed the shotgun. That's cute.
Yeah.
I don't think that lets you use it because that's like in a mission. I think I had to use a gun, not a shotgun. I'm not sure though. I can't remember though. I did kill him eventually. I just didn't kill him at that moment. That he killed me the first time. He ate me the first time. Yeah. So, thank you so much, Chris, for coming. I appreciate it so much, and it has been such an honor to have you as my first guest in this new format that we have.
Yeah, it looks great. Thank you for having me. What an honor, to be your first guest on the new show. I wish you all the best of luck with everything.
Thank you. I mean, we've been MerMazing Chats. We've just only talked about the music side of it, and I thought, you know what? I need to include more of the Spoonie side of it, more of the illness, the chronic illness, what it's like to overcome challenges, disabilities, that sort of thing, because it's so important to me. How am I going to do it if I don't talk about it on this channel? Even if we're keeping it more lighthearted here, not diving real deep into the daily grind of what it's like to really live with the pain. That if anybody really wants to talk about that, that's going to be over on my website with Straight Talk with Timey. But if anybody really wants to talk about that, you'll have to sign up to come to those streams, because I don't want people to accidentally wander in thinking that it's going to be me joking like I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want people to know that it's serious. And the only way to do that is to, the only way to make sure people that really want to be there are there. You know what I mean? Don't tell her what we're saying. What do you mean don't tell her what you're saying? Huh? No, honey. You're not a musician, right? Are you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no. But
I'm
normally,
that guy.
MerMazing Chats is with musicians. I've expanded the format to include people that have some sort of obstacle or limitation that they've had to get past. Like people that have diseases they're born with, or diseases that they contract later in life, or whatever. You know what I mean? I think my words are not going to work, but you get what I'm trying to say, right, guys?
Yep.
They're all over the place, but I'm trying here. All right, I know you have to go, so what I'm going to do is this. We still have 7 people here. I'm going to put it up for a vote. Would you guys like to do a raid? If you want to do a raid, we will raid somebody, but you got to let me know. And I'm going to pull up what we'll do is, if you want to raid, I will find a channel, and while the stream ending sort of scene is on, I will go find a channel. I'll put the hashtag that you use in the chat, and I will put the link in the chat after I do a countdown from 10 to 9, 10 to 1. When we get to 1, then we'll all jump over there. So who's open for a raid? Let me know.
They have beer, martini shots.
Oh yes, they have beverages. You can have a
Wine,
bottle if you
soda.
want water. The water
Nice.
comes in a bottle though.
Nice.
So tell me, are you guys interested in a raid? Because I don't make people raid if they don't want to raid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got a raid.
It's easier on Twitch. I just drag you along with me. People come back from lurking and they're like, "Oh, I'm raiding."
Yeah. Yeah.
You're watching somebody else right now, Lisa. Who is it that you're watching? Oh, you do. Oh, if you have no one else, I don't know. I have to go and look. I need a moment to take a peek real quick. But tell me who it is you're watching, and maybe I'll go over there. You can private PM me. I don't know where, but you can try. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I don't know where I could do that, but yeah, we could do that. We could private message me somehow, and somehow I'd magically get the message. Don't know how right now, but okay. I'm clicking see all to see who is. Will you go? But I just pick. I didn't do that. It clicked on something. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you going there? I didn't say I wanted to go there. There's a lot of people on. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of there's quite a few people on right now. So tell me who you're in, and we'll take a peek here. I'm wondering. I'm trying to see who. Somebody's got a premiere going on.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are though. I think they're a new somebody. Come on, play nice with me. Where's my chat at again? I lost my chat. Okay. Oh. I did not say that, sweetie.
There you go.
Erase your comment, quick. Erase your comment, quick. Enjoy your dinner, Amos. Thank you so much for coming. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope you have an amazing night. Yeah, we could do that. How about this? You put the link in the chat, but we will not go over there until I know, sweetie, it's okay. I was only teasing. We won't go over there until I give the countdown, okay? And then once we get there, you can copy and paste this over there. Here we go. Can you tell I get all excited about the raids now?
Yeah.
It's so easy over on Twitch, so I just press a button. You know, I press a button at the end of my stream, and it brings everybody to the raid. No one has to actually physically move at all. It's hysterical. Like I said, people come back from lurking, and they're like, oh, I guess we raided this person.
Do you use Stream Deck?
I don't know what that is.
The Stream Deck?
Yeah, and you're frozen on my screen right now.
I know.
Back to you. I got to come back to you is what it is. Here we go. I'm back to you. Now you're no longer frozen.
Yeah, the Elgato Stream Deck. It works with Slobs or OBS or.
Oh, I know what Elgato is, but I didn't know it. Oh, is that the one that makes the noises?
You could program noises on it. Yeah, you hit buttons and it switches scenes and stuff like that for you.
No, I don't have one of those. I should put that on my list for my birthday, right?
Yeah, maybe very affordable. Definitely, and
well,
worth
guess
it.
when my birthday is?
When's your birthday?
It's May 7th. It's next Tuesday.
Really?
Really?
Wow, my son is May 8th.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my grandmother, who just passed away like 2 months or 3 months ago, was May 8th as well.
Wow. A lot of Tauruses, right? We're pretty dang good people, I gotta tell you.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
All right, let's do this outro. That's the word, outro. Let's do the outro.
Sounds good.
And then we will do the raid. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's see. Transition over here. Which one? We're going to the. Oh, Bobby, I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay, you want to come with me to get Sissy? Oh, did Grandpa just leave? Oh, Grandpa just left.
I'm sorry. Tootie patootie, don't cry. Grandpa be back.
Hey, you want to get Sissy with me? Yeah. Okay, go get your shoes on. And then you can come. Okay, go get your shoes.
What a sweetheart! Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right?
Yes, it is. I remember those days. I miss them so much.
Yeah.
And they
go by
at
quick.
the same time. I'm only kidding. I do miss them a lot. But you know what? My daughter's graduating college this month.
Wow.
And I get to go see her, and she actually misses me and wants to see me and talk to me, like have grown-up conversations now. It's nice.
That's
she doesn't
nice,
hate
yeah.
me anymore. She's out of the teenage phase.
That's good.
That's a bad phase, I tell you. All right.
Right
let's
on.
do the extra, and then we'll do the raid. Hold on one moment, sir.
Cool.
I can't transition. It won't work. That's what I do. There we go. I moved it.
Now really, but spin some mermaid.
Cool.
Back to the echo.
Wild ones unite. Welcome to the pool. Yeah, the name is Timey Lives. I got my wild ones united with the Spoonies, keeping real. I don't let the fibro or the cancer ever keep me down. If you're going through the same thing, I'm here to help you out. I just want to let you know that you are not alone. If you ever need a friend, I will make you feel at home. Got a vision that I see, and it's really what we need. I'm spreading positivity inside of the community. Yeah, tension our creators. We got something good to build. If you want to spread the word, you just gotta have the will. Get involved, get in touch. Baby, spread the word. Gonna need all of the help so we can make this place a better world. Wild ones unite. Yeah, baby, hear the roar. Listen to the good vibrations coming knocking at your door. Timey Lives is timeless. It's a mermaid thing. Have a great day and make it MerMazing.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is time to raid, everybody. Raid time. Thank you so much for coming. You guys rock, and thank you, Chris. You're amazing.
Thank you so much, Timey, for having me, and you guys in the chat. All
Amazing people. Remember that you're loved and spread love. And if you need help, ask for it. It's always there. Don't be afraid. And
Amen.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye
Right
for
on.
now, guys. Tomorrow I am on Twitch, so you can find me in Timey's Game Room playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Moving forward into Chapter 5. We have to go through the swamp one time, so I do need company so I don't scream too much. And then we'll be into Chapter 5. And then, that's Friday. Wow, it's already Friday. Holy cannoli. And then I'll be back here on Sunday. And I'll post a video on Saturday here on YouTube. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now. Thank you so much, Tiz Lisa. Thank you, Construction Kronies. Thank you, Jason Reynolds. Who else is left? Thank you, Amos, if you're still here. I think that's everybody. Love you guys. Make it amazing.